Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Yeah, let's talk Superman.
Super shit.
Hashtag super shit. You know, I hate that, Lois. I love this movie. This movie was everything I wanted to be and more. It's vibrant, it's fun, it's chaotic. I love, the relationship between Clark and Lois is just, oh my gosh. I've seen this movie 3 times now. And that relationship just sings every single time I watch it. They rock. They're beautiful. They're exactly what I wanted. I keep forgetting the name. David Cornsway and Rachel Brosnahan are just phenomenal as these characters. I want to see them in everything. I need a sequel immediately. So
Watch Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I did a whole rewatch. Well, we talked about it after. I did a whole rewatch in like 2 weeks.
Holy shit. Damn. Josh and his rewatch.
You can do it, Evan. You can watch.
How long is each episode? 30 minutes?
45 to an hour.
45 to an hour. Okay.
5 seasons.
Oh.
But it's like
I'll
talk about it after this.
I'll fit it into my schedule. But yeah, they're just so great in this movie. I love the connection between them. And something I didn't expect was that, like, at the beginning of the movie, full spoilers, of course. But like Lois being kind of like, what's the word? A complicated relationship with Clark, where she's like, I knew I shouldn't have gotten into this. And then exploring Clark throughout the movie. I love when she goes back to his home. Very sweet scene. I wanted even more of that. But even for Clark, very unexpected, very ballsy. I've talked about it in other places a lot now, but the whole essence of Clark's connection to his lineage versus his parentage, is something I did not expect to see discussed in this movie. Does it get goofy? Sure, like in terms of the whole like harem and all this kind of stuff. It's a very ballsy. You got a harem thing to do. You got a harem. If it's a very ballsy thing for James Gunn to do in the very first Superman movie, to really question Jor-El. That's the name, right? That's kind of very, very interesting to me, because the whole time you're like, is this true? Is this not? And very quickly you realize it is true, but that only serves to elevate Clark's connection to his parents, who he hasn't visited as much, and that bond that grows closer, and it really makes the ending of the movie really sing for me. But of course, the secret sauce of this movie is Lex Luthor. My guy, Nicholas Hoult, phenomenal, incredible. No notes, 1A, pitch perfect. He's phenomenal. I think he is exactly what I wanted. Even more so, his dynamic with Clark was very funny. The whole scene with when he comes looking for the dog was very just hilarious. And then Lex is just his narcissism, his lack of, like, I don't know what to say, like villainous nature, when he kills Molly in the other world. It's a very evil, despicable kind of Lex Luthor, which is exactly what I wanted. Nathan Fillion's great. The Mr. T, what's his name? Mr. Terrific. Fantastic sequence. Overall, I just had so much fun with this movie. It's a blast. I've seen it 3 times now, and I feel like I could see it 5 more times if I wanted to. But I'll wait for the 4K to come out, whenever that comes out. So yeah, you go on.
All right, I guess it's my turn. No, I had a very interesting experience with this movie, because I do think this movie is a bit overstuffed, and it is a little bit messy because of those things. None of the subplot with the, what is it, Pocket Universe or whatever, none of that really worked for me. I like the idea in concept, but the execution, I just thought it was like, I was mostly bored by it. to be honest. But all of those things aside, I think the cast of this movie is fantastic. David and Rachel. I could see a whole spin-off show about their daily life at the Daily Planet, like 30-minute comedy. Give it to me. Give it to me. With Lex, I thought he was serviceable. I thought you could do a little bit more with him. Again, he's great in the role, but
the performance is great. The character, I think,
underdeveloped.
There's not that much there.
Yeah.
Wow, I completely disagree.
And there's other stuff with like the Justice Gang that I thought it was fun. It had like this.
Don't start hating on Gardner.
No. I'm saying like there's like this balance of like very clearly trying to set up like the whole universe, but it just works because again like the casting is really good. I do think
this does it the most naturally in like years.
Yeah, I do wish they dived a little bit more into their role on Earth, because it's very clear that it kind of almost reminded me of Captain America Civil War, where they're like operating through a corporation, but like the movie doesn't really want to comment into it. Like it barely touches on it, but it's not like a bigger conflict than I feel like should be, especially with Superman around.
Real quick, sorry to interrupt, but yeah, like I figured, like, I was addicted to this movie and everything leading up to it. So I knew about like the whole Maxwell Lord situation. I thought that was going to be a little bit like, are people going to be confused who Maxwell Lord even is, like who they work for? And like, you're right, the movie doesn't really dive into that. I think just the basic necessities is that like they're a corporation, they save the day, they don't really work for the U.S. government or for Superman. So
they only save people to make themselves look good, basically.
Exactly.
And I like what they do with them on the third act, like on that very clearly stand in for Palestine. But I like what they do. It's just like I don't know if I fully believed it. Like these characters would like go to the extent of doing good out of their own heart because Superman told them to. Because there's not a lot of interaction between them, especially in the middle, since we kind of like take like a left turn with the Pocket Universe shit. But again, like I watched it. I watched it a second time, and all of my issues with the movie are still there, but I just let the movie like flow through me. It plays really well in a second watch. And again, like it's a really good time. It doesn't look great half of the time. It kind of looks like a video game, but again, the overall style and tone and like, I guess the goal of this movie, it ultimately worked for me.
Yeah, I fucking love this movie. I had some issues on the first watch, similar to Edgar's, where the pacing was and the structure of it all was kind of both too quick and also like too slow at points. Yeah. I think some of the story elements I think were kind of like messy. But honestly, like with each viewing, I've seen it 3 times now. It just washes away. I think this movie is magic. Like you've both said, the cast is incredible. My girl Rachel Brosnahan, David Cornswet, Stellar DeSanto as
CEO Sex.
Jimmy Olsen. Yeah, he's great. The whole ensemble's great. These characters are like perfect versions of them, I think, for the most part. Nicholas Hoult, like we said earlier, great performance, but he's just doing his best Dan Herschel. It's hilarious. Edgar wrote at that.
No idea who that is.
Yeah. This movie is just really fun. It makes me cry. It makes me happy. And it's just really gutsy for the biggest movie of the year so far, question mark? At least of the summer. Summer, right? No?
Lilo and Stitch, baby.
Okay, besides that.
And Jurassic World is second, I think.
Okay. One of the biggest movies of the summer to have such a clear metaphor, is that the right word, to the whole Palestine-Israel conflict, and have such a clear message about that is so, I think, gutsy and so interesting that it even got approved in our at Hollywood, our world right now. That's surprising, but I'm glad it did because it's important.
I think most Hollywood execs didn't see that. Like, I think that's more.
They're too dumb. Yeah, they're too dumb to see it.
Yeah, exactly.
And Gunn to deny it, but like it's so clearly that's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also like because again, like I rewatched the Suicide Squad, and he just has like a very
he's critical of U.S. government there too.
Yeah, like the whole point of the Suicide Squad, it's like this fun, colorful comic book movie, but it's about like, you know, the U.S. inserting itself into conflicts overseas and like using them to cover their shit. It's like it's the same thing here.
And like Guardians is about the torture. Guardians 3 is about like torturing animals and environmentalism at points. Like he's really I think he's one of these better, I think maybe the best superhero directors, because he instills meaning to his movies where I think most people just make up shit.
And then
at least try. Some people try, then it's failed miserably, like Brave New World.
I mean, that is a very fun discussion in terms of best comic book directors.
It's Gunn easily for me.
Him, Raimi.
I think him and Raimi are the only options. I mean, no, Ryan Coogler.
Don't hate me. Don't hate me. Pre-2020's Russos have a good track record.
Yes, hell yeah. I think Civil War is still my top 5 Marvel movies. I love.
We'll see what happens with fucking Doomsday, but like their 4 movies are great.
I completely agree.
Nolan, but like that's like barely comic book. Just
that's Batman in Chicago, baby. And fucking rocks. Yeah.
I mean, Destin Daniel Cretton is up there.
Hell yeah.
Spider-Man, but I think Shang-Chi, the director, was really good at that.
Shang-Chi is fucking slap.
But Gunn's easily number 1, like, because his movies actually, I think, are more than just comic books, and they use that medium to do more interesting stuff.
And he embraces the goofiness like no other. This movie is insanely,
and he knows how to have fun.
Yeah, it's fun, it's goofy, and at the end, heartfelt. Exactly, he knows how to get that heartfelt, emotional tinge. Like that last 5 minutes just really works for me in this movie.
He has such a strong hand on using needle drops, because the 2 in this movie are just instant shock classics.
Peak.
Yeah. Millie Alcock for the scene that she has.
Oh
fantastic.
My gosh.
Can't wait.
Girl. I clap every time. Nobody else clapped the third time.
Greg Gillespie doing that movie. Hell yeah.
Yeah, like
we haven't talked about Dumb Money.
Greg Gillespie, there's some more talent on that. I think ILM is working on it now. I'm super excited.
Did you see that tweet?
What?
They it was like some fan account saying,
"Oh yeah,
announced that ILM is working on Supergirl, and the examples they use are internals, like the most recent shit, not like Star Wars."
Oh, that's crazy. So that's very exciting. But yeah, I love Millie Alcock. Her scene in this felt natural, very funny, and it elevates Superman's character at the same time, because that's not even his dog. That's freaking wild.
Crypto's like also. We didn't talk about Crypto. Crypto's funny and incredible.
Crypto's great. He's really fun.
Right.
Like, seeing that's Millie's dog, I'm like, that's really, really cool and interesting.
That scene of him on the bed, then him hugging him in space after. Tears.
I love it so much. And yeah, like, I disagree with Edgar. I actually really like the pocket dimension stuff. It was really
works fine for me.
Yeah. It was really interesting, really weird. The whole like going through like the lava, whatever the
our guy Anthony Terrigan, our guy Noho Hanch.
Really fun. I liked his character too.
Baked in makeup.
It's really crazy. The whole like black hole using his freezing breath to push himself away. Like I love that shit. It's so weird and crazy.
It is very Superman.
It's weird as hell.
Who had a bigger impact, Joey or Dolores?
Baby Joey.
Baby Joey, 1,000%.
Yeah.
It's just so weird. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Staying a little bit with like the politics of this movie, though, I do think I like the choice of him being conflicted with his parents, but I do think this movie tries to be like also a stand-in for like an immigrant story with Superman, which is, I mean, obvious since fucking day one when the character was created.
Yeah.
But I thought it was both funny and weird that like that's the message that you want to go with, but also part of the message is that the parents sent him to basically, do all of this shit. Kill people and like assault people. I'm like, okay, kind of like in conflict with the message, but
not great. But again, I think the second part of that, like embracing the people that have come
Raised
to
him,
raise
yeah.
him,
Found family, basically, yeah.
the found family,
And the chants in this are just like not much, but they're perfect.
they're
right.
perfect. I think one of my criticisms that I wanted to stick at that family home a little bit more.
Yeah. That's one of the main problems. Like, there's not much time to breathe in this movie.
Yeah. This movie flows. It's like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You know
But
how you
I'm
solve
having
this?
fun.
You take off the pocket universe.
No,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Or just
You know,
structure it like the week,
can keep
like
it.
they were originally going to do.
That fucking pisses
That
me
was
off
so
so
cool.
much. That's another example of test audiences not knowing what the fuck they're doing.
That sounds like so much fun. I think that would still include the pocket universe stuff, but it would
Yeah,
make,
but it would,
make
like,
everything
just-
flow
Yeah.
cooler.
I do say the opening crawl, fucking
Fun.
chills.
Really cool.
Chills every time.
How did I not mention this though? The Justice Gang, when they're based at the museum center. That was
right?
like the Cincinnati
Yeah.
theater were like going crazy when I saw this opening night. Like they were screaming. I'm like,
Did you do a flip?
no, I didn't. But
Do you unleash chickens?
it was one of the most jarring, probably the most jarring theater experience I've ever had. Because I've worked there for 10 plus years. I've worked there. I know every inch of that place, and just like see them lounging behind like the ticket box at the museum center.
That's
the place
crazy.
where I read my books is like right behind where Guy Gardner's on the couch.
So they actually filmed inside.
They
there
filmed
also?
inside. Like everything is like exactly how you would like if you guys come to Cincinnati and go inside the museum center, you'll see exactly what it is. They didn't do that much visual effects within the place at all. They just like scattered and cleared the area. It was so crazy. I was like, that's where I work at, like right behind where Hot Girl is talking. Like if you go down the escalator, that's where I work at. It was such a jarring, fun, crazy experience. So next time they do more Justice League, Justice Gang shit,
You know it's
I'm
coming
like,
too.
I gotta book my ticket so I can be there. Oh, also when Terrific's like doing the whole garage thing, the slow garage thing for his car, that's at the side of the museum. Obviously, it doesn't work anymore, but that's where old train cars used to go back in the 1900s.
That's cool.
So it's all very practical and very cool. So thank you, James Gunn. We love it.
One last note is
Yeah.
sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say he filmed in Cincinnati and Cleveland. So
Okay.
very, very cool.
I'm gonna say it's really funny how people on Twitter freaked out at that one track on the soundtrack for Batman ended up being for Titania.
Why did I go so hard, dude? That's hilarious. Yeah.